Good evening, busy bees. Here is your evening news rundown in under 5 minutes. Yes, I heard your complaints about my videos are too long, but there's a lot of information I need to give, and this is the fastest I can give it. Uh, Disney is reportedly losing millions as boycotts expand, not just from consumers, but from actors and organizations with ties to that company, Disney. The backlash follows political pressure and controversy surrounding the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel. Let's put this into some context here. People want to, and by people I mean this administration, want to make it seem like we have no voice, right? We have the Senate and we have the House. Yes, you do. But you know what we have? We have 70% of the GDP in blue states. 70% we contribute to this country. So we, the people, have our voice, and it's with our dollars at this time. Yes, protests serve a purpose. I love a good protest, but money speaks volumes, and that is the language of this country. Tom Homan was under investigation by the DOJ and FBI for allegedly taking $50,000 from an undercover business executive seeking government contracts in 2024. The case was later closed by the Trump administration, with DOJ officials claiming there was no credible evidence or wrongdoing. There's a creator I was tagged in a video of hers. The creator's name is Liz Oyer, Oyer. She is a former pardon attorney for the DOJ. And what she says is powerful in this video, that Donald Trump has forgiven over $1 billion in debt through to his pardons of his oligarch friends who have been convicted of fraud. And this is money owed taxpayers and money owed to people they defrauded. In addition, the SEC has abandoned civil enforcement actions for Trump's closest friends and allies who have committed this fraud. These are people he hasn't pardoned, but the SEC just said, you know what, we're not going to go after them. We're just going to let them keep the money and not pay it back to people that are owed. Let's move on. The Trump administration will no longer conduct national surveys or research on food insecurity. You know, this is just a way of suppressing information. Just because you don't conduct a survey doesn't mean that food insecurity isn't a problem here. And I believe our states need to conduct our own surveys and publish them, especially red states, because this is going to affect you the most. The most poverty is not in the blue states. As I stated earlier, we represent 70% of the GDP. Those red states, those food deserts are going to even get more deserty. I know that's not a word, but I'm using it anyway. The United States will partially pause certain assistance to NATO nations, this as Russia amps up its attacks on Ukraine and even crossing borders, which is a very interesting time to back off of NATO when our allies could possibly be being attacked. Analysts say the signal could embolden Moscow while shaking confidence among European allies. That's a bridge we crossed already as soon as this new administration came into power 127 months ago. Federal investigations confirm there is no evidence of left-wing connections to the assailant in the Utah attack against Charlie Kirk. So again, there is no evidence that the assailant was tied to anyone in the left. I'm simply Shugar. This is your evening news rundown. Stay safe, stay smart, stay informed. Like, follow, and share if you can.